We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
258. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Let's go, defense. It's our time. No. Off. Right there. Protect. Strong right. Jab.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Rodgers going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line.
Ken Lobo. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Hey, Charlie.
Off the play fake. Quinn. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Quinn. But I think the ball's out. And the Packers pick it up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not Fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's put that team on the front.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Set. Pilot, 64, weak. 10-2 stop. Go.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Quinn. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Off the play fake. Quinn. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Enough takes to start you out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very football man.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
28-yard gain. First down, Lions.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Got an open man. It's Radley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Damian Radley, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make them.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Quinn. Catch made by Fulgham. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. Only the thing was pointing at the receiver, where he was going, and then able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit.
But he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Operating from the gun. He'll get this one to Galladay. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football in this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Back to throw. Quinn stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Travis Fulgham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up first and 10. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. The last play now just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Let's go for the Packers.
You got 58.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 50.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check. Crouch. Topper. Jump out. 54 Mike. I got it. Box it. 54. That's inside.
On play action, Rodgers. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And a reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Rodgers to throw on third down. He finds Coleman. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that core route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharp.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked by Tracy Walker. Past the 20. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but yeah, let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the four-door ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Second and 3. And that is caught. Touchdown. touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Lions 21, Packers 7. Greg Joseph sets the kickoff.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On first down, Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
Third down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, 88.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Sets up 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now the young man has it. It's a fake. What a play. It's a first down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt.
Green 18. Watch top of 50. Tight right. Hey, echo. Even. Look at it. Squeeze. Green 18.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. Nifty move. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, 81 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. they'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, now Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
It's a gain of 11.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On 1st and 10, Quinn. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
When you're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Not smooth. 24's the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 24's the down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Quinn, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is taken at the 18. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to fire this this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
26. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Push him back. Push him back. Mike's 5-4.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 46. They're running to Johnson. Johnson on its poke free. Football's out. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Off play action. Quinn throwing deep for Galladay. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. And again this time to the tailback. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
First and goal, Detroit.
Down. 60 outlaw. 6-6. Bullet hot.
From the gun. Quinn. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Damian Rattling with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
You can't block me.
They'll run on first down. Myers. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Check it. 319. 40 to Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now on second and 13. Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he goes out right around the 39.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Everyone got 4. Liz. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Hey, watch the ball. Watch. Run.
Well, hey, we're going Mike 40. Mike 40.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Rodgers on third down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Defense, set the tone, defense. Let's go. Kill. We are going.
They'll keep it on the ground. Myers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Packers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Get 300. Get 300.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man on the outright. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, first and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
I'm here all day.
Check.
Right.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check three. Sponge. Jim. No.
On third down, it's Myers. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Out. 3 down. Out. 24 is the mic. I don't think you got it, son. Back north. 24 is the mic. It's coming this way. Here we go. He's coming. Okay, over here. We got double up. Flip it down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Get it.
They'll try the left side. Durham. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any point. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool. Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Packers,